Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. That jab won't score. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that hook won't score. Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. No rest for the weary. Oh, Joe Louis just got caught. Here we go, it's round two. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense, all the time. They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
You'd like to see more jabs. Which fighter will say no mas? That hook just can't find the target. Punches coming from every angle. We wanted action, and they are delivering. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. A perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Just missed with that hook. Catch and shoot. No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Here we go to the fourth round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. That counter punch caught him clean. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Can't land the jab there. Counter punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well done with that counter shot. And he misses with the left uppercut. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. There's a counter shot. That counter shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Muhammad Ali, go see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
That hook was off target. The right hook misses. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And he scores with the counter. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Good counter punching. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Going to punch himself out, though. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And we enter the 8th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is as he punched himself out. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter shot. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Nice counter shot. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you're gonna get knocked out. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. His stamina is all... Hall of Famer Joe! Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four. And you continue.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Here comes the 10th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter punch. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The straight right just misses. And he just missed with that left jab. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. the bell for round 11. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
That uppercut misses. Good counter punch. And he misses with that straight left. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Good counter punching. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. There's the bell for round 12. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice defense on that hook. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The bell to start the round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Stamina is off the charts. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. Through the hooks, didn't land. Good counter punch. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They ring the bell, and here we go. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And great Joe Louis. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Incredible work rate. Swing and a miss with the jab. Punch, counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. So here we are, the final round of the fight. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He threw a punch and just got countered. We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. Good counter punch. The stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I'm not sure about the judges on this one. A split decision win.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans for one and the fans for the other say our fighter won. Split decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys put it on the line. Split decision is fair.